one scene showing you why Terminator 2 Judgment Day is the greatest movie of all time.
Vaughn Jog Vlog.
So there's a lot to point out in this film that everybody has gone over except what I think is the most highbrow scene in the movie. The phone booth scene. So here we are. John Connor wants to check in with his foster parents, because Terminator's trying to kill him. Well, actually, one Terminator's trying to kill him, one Terminator's trying to just check in on him, try to give him a little heads up. So he places a call, and Janelle answers, and she's all like, "Hurry home, sweetie, I'm making beef stew." And he's like, "Hey, something's wrong." She's never that nice. And then we have the dog barking, and John's like, "Wow, the dog's really barking." Then T-800 takes the phone from John and then asks, "What is the dog's name?" And then John's like, "Max." Then the T-800 talking as John goes, "Hey Janelle, what's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking." And then Janelle's like, "Wolf is just fine, honey. Wolf is just fine. Where are you?" T-800 then hangs up the phone and says, "Your foster parents are dead." Now, I realize that what caught your attention here is Xander Berkeley taking the knife through the milk carton, and that's all cool in its own right. But what you may have missed here is a movie not outright explaining something to the audience. It's a scene totally built on cognitive thinking. You don't get that today. What would have happened if this was made today? Oh, I don't know. Christopher Nolan would have had a micro flashback at the end of the movie to help explain how the T-800 realized all this. And yeah, these micro memories he shows in his films happen all the time. Watch any of the Batman movies. Somebody is remembering some tidbit from previously, and that all fits together in the big puzzle piece to dumb show it to the audience. And if this was a Marvel film, someone would wink at the audience and go, "You see what I did there?" Or maybe Robert Downey Jr. would show up and be like, "So, what really happened was I asked this question, but I lied, and then I knew, because I was lying, and she didn't know the dog's name, that the dog was really barking at her for being a Terminator." Yes, there is a special edition of this movie that includes a deleted scene of the T-1000 going into the backyard and knifing Max, pulling the collar, and when it reads Max instead of Wolf, yeah, the T-1000 knows it's duped. By not having this in theatrical version, kind of treats the audience like, oh, I don't know, adults. And that is why Terminator 2 Judgment Day is the greatest movie of all time.
Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. Vaughn Jog Vlog is made possible by your support on Patreon. Patreon.com/Vaughn Fry.